Alright, in this step we want to do something much more complicated than before. We want to create a simple AR based on the ground detecting. When we detect our ground and touch on the screen, we will instantiate a 3D model, but this 3D model will rendering by remote rendering. So at first we have to do some changes in the AR session and AR camera. For example, we have to add AR plane manager and also AR raycast manager, and in the AR camera we have to put AR pose driver, and make sure all of these things will be set for yourself. Okay, let's check all of this. Perfect. In the next step, we have to create a simple script. It's called AR click to place. With this script, we want to manage how to detect the ground and how we can touch the screen and instantiate a 3D model. Let's see what is the script of it. Alright, we will have this part. However, I will share this script into the Udemy, and you can download it easily. In here we define all the parameters, the model which we want to show that, and the object to place exactly that point we have hit it on the ground, and place placement indicator, and that sign we want to see where exactly we want to launch our 3D model, and also other parameters in here. And in this part we want to click one time when we detect the ground and touch it. When we touch down, touch counter more than 0. When we touch the screen, we will place an object, this one, object to place, and when we do that, instantiate a 3D model, the object to place, exactly at the placement position and placement rotation. And after that we can relocate our 3D model, which we want to show that exactly at the position of place to object to place. So we will see our 3D model will be appears exactly at that position we have touched it. Okay, I don't want to talk about it more because it is a simple default mode of the show the 3D model on ground detecting. However, I will share it, and I want to talk about the UDS model. Once again, we have to make it as a comment because we don't want to show 3D model in the first moment of the scene launch. Okay, and let's save. And in here we have another thing in this part. When we want to show the 3D model after we touch the screen, we will say okay, model.get component UDS model and dot load manually model. It means connect to the remote rendering and try to the load of our model, and rendering our model will be exactly after we touch on the screen. Okay, and in here I want to explain here, object to place will be a simple prefab as an empty object, and it's only when we want to click on it and instantiate automatically. Then the model we want to show will relocate to the position of this one, and the model exactly that things we want to show. In here I've clicked on Queensland City in Australia. I check off the health box, and Queensland Queenland City is a 3D model about more than 6 GB, and it is a UDS model, and it's uploaded into the Eligadon, the default 3D model of the SDK. I try to use that one for our test. And also the placement indicator, as you can see, it is a simple quad box, a simple quad, and it has a mesh collider, and the texture I have made this one, and this yellow box will be the position of we want to show the 3D model after the ground detected. And the AR raycast, it is the AR session, drag and drop in here, and AR camera must be exactly this one, and the cube object, it doesn't matter. You will see after it as a default, you will see after the show model, the simple cube will appears, and you can touch on it. I've set a system to, when we do that, try to remove the cube after 1 second, try to find that cube, and set the renderer off because I don't want to use it. However, you can put a replace 3D model of, instead of that cube, and when you want to touch on your model, some things appear at that. It is a simple thing and defaulting of the remote rendering. I don't want to talk about it more. Okay, now I think everything is fine for our test. Okay, let's save and export a new APK and test it in the Android phone.